morning, and the thunderstorms increasing with intensity as we move through the afternoon and the evening hours. We'll have more on your Mother's Day weekend coming up in just a minute.
All right, David, thank you so much. Well, this morning we're learning more about a school bus crash in North Georgia.
Yeah, it happened yesterday as students were going home from school and involved 3 buses in Dade County. That's where we find Channel 3's Michelle Herron. She joins us now live with more on this story. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning to you. Well, this is one of the busiest intersections in Trenton. This is Main Street and Engle Drive, and this is where we're learning that 6 students were taken to the hospital after that crash. 1 student was taken to a dentist, and a bus driver was also taken to the hospital after that crash. This information now coming from the Dade County School Superintendent Jane Harris. She told that to the Chattanooga Times Free Press. Now, we know that the rest of those students were taken home. We know that the buses were lined up at the stoplight here at this intersection when that crash happened. Now, investigators today will continue to piece together what exactly happened so they can figure out what caused this crash. And as you can imagine, it was an emotional time for students on those buses as well as area parents as they were trying to figure out if their children were okay. We spoke to one parent as she described those tense moments.
Hectic, real hectic, like it normally is, but then you see fire and EMS and all that coming, and I was afraid somebody was actually hurt. My child rides a bus, and you know, he texted me from home and told me he was okay, but yeah, they were just sitting there.
Now, we're hoping to learn more information as the day develops about what happened, and you can count on us to keep you guys updated as soon as we know more. We'll have that on air and online for you. For now, reporting live out of Trenton, I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Michelle, thank you as always for your live reports. Well, this weekend you might experience some backups on your way toward Nashville.
Yeah, a major construction project along Interstate 24 is moving into its next phase in Dade County. Channel 3's Tim Pham joins us live to tell us what drivers can expect if you're traveling through that area. Good morning, Tim.
Well, hey, good morning to you guys. If you use I-24 on your way to Nashville outside of Chattanooga, you'll want to listen up to this. This is where crews will be working on this bridge behind me. You can see this is the old one. It will be replaced by a new bridge this weekend. The Georgia Department of Transportation says they've been working on the State Route 299 bridge for a little while now, and this is one of their biggest phases of the project, and it could cause some major delays this weekend. Crews will be using a method which will allow them to remove the existing bridge and install a new bridge in a shorter time frame. Our Sky 3 drone gives you a different perspective from above the project. GDOT says they'll be using their accelerated bridge construction method, which allows this phase of the project to be completed in about 56 hours. The majority of the project will take place this weekend, and that traffic shift is expected to start around 9 o'clock tonight. The new bridge will be moved into place where the current one is standing. Now, I-24 traffic eastbound will be diverted to the median, and that's likely where we'll start to see some backups and slowdowns through this construction zone. But we've made it easy for you to get around the traffic. We've posted some alternate routes and detours on our website, wrcbtv.com, and we'll be sure to update you on the progress. But for now, reporting live in Dade County, I'm Tim Pham, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tim, thank you as always for that. A lot of people are going to be out there getting to see old mom this weekend. So
yeah.
Pack your patient pants once again. All right, there are some road closures we want to make sure you know about this weekend. Today, Fort Street will be closed between West 13th Street and West 14th Street from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the Mo Party picnic. Now, for the Nightfall concert series tonight, several sections of roads will be closed from 5:30 p.m. to midnight. Of course, we have a full list of road closures on our website, wrcbtv.com. Well, this morning we're getting behind the lines of the wildfire on the Florida-Georgia state line.
Well, firefighters are working hard to control the large blaze and several other small fires that have already burned over 140,000 acres. Officials say strong winds are making it hard to predict the fire's movement. There are mandatory evacuation orders in place.
Very dry down there on the Florida-Georgia line, of course, not helping out situations. Here we've had some moisture We need some moisture, especially for our gardens and our farms this
Yeah,
weekend.
Kind
Keep
of soak
stuff
it up
green.
and bank
Yeah.
that rain.
Absolutely. We're going to be dry for about 7 days after today.
Right.
So take a look outside, 72 Chattanooga. Winds out of the south at 7 miles per hour, continuing to bring in that warm air. A couple of passing showers this morning, but for the most part, just cloudy skies. And then heading into the afternoon and the evening hours, those showers and storms will begin to pick up. As a matter of fact, if you're heading to the Strawberry Festival today, the earlier you get there, the better. I do think those storms will be developing through the afternoon and evening hours. On Saturday, maybe a couple of showers early in the day, but it's going to be perfect for the Tennessee Strawberry Festival in the beautiful city of Dayton, Tennessee. We're going to have more on your weekend forecast, including peak of Mother's Day coming up in just a moment.
All right, David, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and check traffic at 6:35 on this Friday morning. Great news, everyone doing well out there. No accidents. This is 75 at Volkswagen. Things looking good. Keep it up, and we'll keep you updated right here on Channel 3.
Well, for the second time in 3 months, a Georgia man has been arrested for an incident involving pork chops.
Police say this man, 29-year-old Terry Ball, was arrested earlier this week for violation of a bond order. Police say the order stemmed from a February arrest in which Ball is accused of assaulting his 60-year-old mother with a pork chop. Ball's mother called police this week saying he was trying to fight everyone in the house. Police say Ball claimed to be upset because his family ate his pork chop, forcing him to just eat noodles.
Coming up on Channel 3 Eyewitness News today, if you are dealing with sneezing and itchy eyes, you probably think it's pollen, right? Not the case.
No. What you may be making you miserable and what you can do about it, we have the details coming up in just a bit.
Oh. Well, today some volunteers will spend the day making the scenic city a better place.
Yeah, it's all part of the ongoing effort to breathe life back into one East Chattanooga community. 70 volunteers teamed up for what they call the Beautification Blitz. It's the second year for this project that brings together Habitat for Humanity and Glass House Collective. They're continuing the effort today, pruning, clearing debris, and laying fresh mulch in the Glass Farm District. Weather permitting, of course. That all gets started this morning at 9 a.m. Now, pollen usually causes the most sneezing and coughing during the springtime, but here's another problem you might not think about: mold.
Yeah, our higher amount of rainfall the last few weeks is why mold levels have been higher. Many of us are allergic to pollen, but you could also be allergic to mold spores and not even know it. The symptoms are usually the same. Unlike indoor mold that is easily seen, outdoor mold spores are microscopic and your reaction to them might take longer to show.
The invisible attacker that's out there causing patients to be miserable.
Well, doctors say if you think you might be allergic to pollen or mold, you can take an over-the-counter antihistamine like Allegro Claritin. But go get tested. An allergist can tailor your treatment based on your exact allergies. All right, well, this weekend, if you are still looking for Mother's Day plans, making those plans, don't forget about the Rose Garden tours from the Tri-State Rose Society of Chattanooga.
Yeah, these are great people and beautiful places. Take a look at this. This weekend, several folks from the group are opening up their private gardens to the public to teach others about their passion and to create memories for those spending time with loved ones. The main thing, though, don't forget this Sunday, Mother's Day. We have more details about the garden tours on our website. 6:41 coming up on Eyewitness News today. David has when you and Mom will need to stay inside this weekend. Got some rain headed our way.
Yeah, plus we're going to take a look at how your Friday morning commute is shaping up. Stay with us.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News traffic sponsored by CHI Memorial. Join us at the 5th Annual Elizabeth's Outrun Melanoma 5K and Walk May 13th. Register at memorial.org/race.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Oh, we got the quad box up and great news to report. There are no accidents anywhere on the interstate system or state route that are going to slow you down throughout the Channel 3 viewing area. We'll keep you updated on that. Hey, want to show you something really cool here if we can. We're talking International Space Station time. Well, that looks like mission control, so either way. But this is the 200th spacewalk today. You can see right there, astronauts getting ready. So it's going to be Commander Peggy Whitson. She actually holds the U.S. record for the most spacewalks by a female. And flight engineer Jack Fisher Whitson going to be getting out there for the 200th time. A little did you know, the first spacewalk, December 7th, 1998. Of course, that being the first spacewalk from the International Space Station off of a Endeavour trip up to the stratosphere. David, pretty cool, man. You got your out of this world live shot right there.
Yeah, the mission control part, it doesn't, I remember like the Apollo 13 mission control where they're sending banks of.
Yeah, they got like TI-82s.
Like 3 guys around a laptop
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
But still impressive,
Still
the
cool.
spacewalk part.
Outer space.
Looking at our Holiday Inn downtown camera, a lot of clouds, very little in the way of any rain, but we're going to see showers and storms moving in later this afternoon into this evening. And if you're heading to Miller Plaza at 7 p.m., nightfall, the suffer is going to be taking the stage. There will be some scattered storms in the area, so just be aware of that, whatever your outdoor plans are this evening. Looking at some good rainfall so far for the year, we're 5.35 inches above our average rainfall. That rain has been good, but it has also produced another issue with our breathing, and that is mold spores. Whenever it rains, that helps speed up the decaying process of vegetation on the ground, which releases mold spores, and so the mold spore count is up into the moderate category. Meanwhile, pollen counts are down into the moderate category, and our air quality is moderate as well. Showers and storms developing later today, cooler and then clearing on Saturday with awesome weather for Mother's Day, though it will be warm in the low 80s. 72 right now in Chattanooga, very warm start to the day. We're at 60 up toward Murphy. Satellite radar showing some storms moving through Spring City, Maryville earlier this morning. Now what we're looking at is just a lot of clouds, maybe a sprinkle or two, with more widespread showers and storms moving in later this afternoon, and we see that pretty clearly on Vipercast as this low works its way eastward. More showers and storms will develop mainly the afternoon and the evening hours. For your commute home, I would expect some pretty good coverage of showers and storms, and then even into the overnight. As late as 6 a.m. on Saturday morning, still maybe a few spotty showers. By 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, I think everything will be gone. We'll still have some clouds, but even the clouds clear out tomorrow late morning into the afternoon with a high in the mid to upper 70s, and sunshine tomorrow afternoon. It's going to feel great. Not bad on Mother's Day either, with lots of sunshine all day long, clear blue skies, and highs in the low 80s. So we will start to warm up. As a matter of fact, Monday, we're going to be back into the mid 80s, and get this, by Tuesday, we're up to 90 degrees, and we're going to stay at 90 degrees with no rain in the forecast next week. Rainfall amounts just today, 0.73 inches all the way up to an inch and a half of rain north of town, and that takes us through Saturday morning. Again, after 8 o'clock, no rain expected. So today, rain, some storms, especially this afternoon, 76 the high tonight. Scattered storms, they're going to taper off during the overnight, 61 for the overnight low, and the Storm Alert 7-day forecast showing really nice weather Saturday afternoon, 77 and sunny, and then 82 and sunny for Mother's Day, up to 86 on Monday, and 90, 90, 90 Tuesday through Thursday, with some clouds moving in, but no rain after today, really.
Okay, soak it up and get ready for the hot weather. Thanks, David. In Marion County, Whitwell Middle School student will not be allowed to return to school after allegedly sexually assaulting 2 students on an overnight field trip. Police are investigating the 6th grade boy after the incident at a space camp in Huntsville. Staff members called the director of schools, Dr. Mark Griffith, when they learned 2 6th grade boys may have been assaulted by a classmate. He says the incident started as horseplay and tickling, but led to inappropriate touching.
He is now back here. The parents went down and picked him up and brought him back. He is facing expulsion depending on the DHA recommendation next week.
Well, school counselors were sent to Huntsville to be there for the 2 victims. Their parents chose for them to stay at the camp and receive that support. Griffith plans to travel to Alabama to work with investigators and examine field trip rules. It's not clear what potential criminal charges the boy could face. That will be up to Alabama authorities.
We're learning more about what happened in the days leading to the firing of the Red Bank police chief. Channel 3 obtained an email chain between the former chief, Tom Crystal, and city manager Randall Smith. and the city's finance director, John Alexander. Now, in that conversation, Crystal was concerned about the day officers would be compensated for Memorial Day. Smith and Alexander said it would be a month until they were paid. Crystal questioned the delay. Now, it's not clear if this argument led to Crystal being fired. So far, our phone calls have not been returned.
Well, coming up on Channel 3 Eyewitness News today, we're going to take a look at some of your top stories, including what a Bradley County school is doing to prepare for threats.
All right, first, though, here's a look at what's coming up on the Today Show with Hallie Jackson.
Good morning. And on this Friday morning, more fallout after the firing of James Comey, particularly after the president's one-on-one exclusive interview with Lester Holt, in which he talked about the timeline, saying that he would have fired Comey regardless of the recommendation from the Department of Justice. That is not quite what the White House said Tuesday night when the press secretary indicated that the president took those actions based on the Deputy Attorney General's recommendations. We're taking a closer look at the timeline. We're also taking a closer look at something else the president said, which is that he asked James Comey to confirm that, in fact, President Trump was not the subject of an investigation. Experts are telling NBC News that that was not illegal, though it may have been politically unwise. Much more to come on the Today Show in just a bit.
Recapping your top stories this morning, security is a top concern for schools across the Tennessee Valley. And in Bradley County, extra steps are being taken at one school to prepare for potential threats.
Well, at Prospect Elementary, they are hoping to be the first school in the area to install protective laminate on their windows and provide classrooms with doorstops to stop or slow down intruders, making a big difference during threatening situations.
It allows that teacher seconds to prepare themselves and their class for a possible intruder.
Well, these plans would be funded mainly by donations and advertising sold by a safety committee. Their goal is to raise enough to put a doorstop in every classroom and install window laminates on exterior windows. It comes with a big price tag. School officials say it's worth every penny. We have more on how these devices keep the entire school safe on our website. Okay, don't forget this weekend is the Tennessee Strawberry Festival.
Yeah, this year's theme is birthday berries. The annual cruise-in is tonight at 5 p.m. Now, you don't have to register. The lineup begins at Market and Main Streets in downtown Dayton. Carnival will be open tonight and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Now, that's all near the Ray County Welcome Center and the Dayton Farmers Market. If you're wanting to check out the parade, well, that's tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Well, this weekend in Bradley County, it's time for the Cleveland Half Marathon and 5K. The race is tomorrow, and be warned, there are several road closures in place between 6 to 11. And organizers encouraging everyone to get along the course and cheer the runners on, whether it's with cowbells, making signs. You know, you really see the impact on traffic start around 7 a.m. Take a look, and we're not going to read off all these streets to you, but basically, if you're in the Coe area, downtown area, just pack your patience and cheer on the runners, and you'll have a good time.
You didn't want to read every single one of those streets?
Nah, I was not going to read every single street. Well, coming up on Eyewitness News today, David will be here with a final check of your forecast before you head out the door.
Hey, let's take a live look at Interstate 24. Again, remember, I-24 near mile marker 168. If you are going to Nashville this weekend, you need to be patient. State Route 299 bridge over that interstate being replaced is going to cause a lot of backups. Go to our website for more information. Tim Pham's been reporting there live all morning long. Again, if you're headed to Nashville this weekend, you're taking I-24, you're going to want to make some plans there. So more information on our website and inside the WRCB app. We'll be right back.
Good morning. One last look at our storm alert 7-day forecast this half hour. 76 degrees the high today. The big deal is clouds this morning, maybe a sprinkle or two, but showers and storms likely as we progress through the afternoon and into tonight. A few showers lingering into the overnight, ending by 8 a.m. and then it should clear out and be really nice Saturday afternoon with a high of 77. Great for Mother's Day. Sunshine, 82 degrees. And then as we move into next week, the warm up returns, even getting up to 90 degrees by Tuesday and staying at 90 degrees through the rest of the week. And we're looking at no rain after today for at least 6-7 days. So let's get some rain on the ground. Looks like we could get 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rain. So be aware this afternoon of heavy rain, lightning, and maybe some gusty winds also.
All right. Thanks so much, Dave. And you know what? We have to say goodbye to someone today. Miss Rachel Jorgensen. Yes.
Stick your hand in there, Rachel.
Just say bye. Stick your face around there.
There's
Rachel.
Last day. She is so awesome.
She is an awesome young
Now
lady.
she has to count us down.
We wish you